Morning, everybody. It's 10th of June 2019. Start by first look at. So the overall trend on this bar is downwards, because you can see this moment here from when this happened, downwards all the way up. So the previous week's candle, which is this one, is still a sell. This is still a very good sign that you're supposed to sell, just that the price is moving back to the upper side. So these are the levels to look for. This is the correct place. If you are looking for a sell, wait for price to come back up to this level here. Want price to retrace perfect up to somewhere around here. Let price come back up to it, then we look for a sell. Daily, the same level still holds, and I'm going to push this line up a bit. So on the daily chart, which means price has to come back up to somewhere there so that you can look for a sell according to the weekly. So the next thing that I'm seeing here is that the previous day's candle was actually an inside bar and a pin bar at the same time. This candle here, this signals a possible sell. So as much as you're looking for a sell on this one from when price reaches this level here, that sell could happen immediately based on whatever we saw yesterday. This pin bar here, the one we are seeing, and also the fact that it is inside the previous day's candle, signals that the price may likely head to the lower side without having to come back to this level here. So if I see a sell, assuming you find a sell around the highest high, previous day's highest high, you should be looking for a sell. So the best you should do, actually wait for a sell. You can wait for a sell here, or if price goes above, wait for and sell it around this level. Hours, the trend is still downwards. As you can see, we are still seeing the trend indicator showing us a sell, but on the forwards we actually have levels here. Levels here. The price needs to come back up to before we start looking for a sell. This is just a very good support here. Support. Price went below, came back the same place. It's yet to come back. We want it to get back to the same place so that you can sell it. If you're looking at this chart at the moment, you're waiting for a sell from when this happens. Look for a sell around this place on the forwards. This is the support here. Support is being broken. Price is yet to come back to the same place. So this is a good sell in my opinion, but wait for that sell around this level here. The 1 hour, price is heading upwards. This is the correct place to sell from still. So 1 hour we actually have a very small zone here. Wait and sell it when the price is there. Move forward to GBP/USD. So EUR/USD actually is a sell. Wait and sell it around this level here. USD is here. The overall trend is down, as you can see from the 1 hour. We've been downward all the way from 13th of June. Price has been downwards. We went down. There's a retracement down, retracement, then it continued even lower, then a retracement, went down. Now that the price is approaching this indicator here, this could be a very good place to sell from. So if I'm to draw based on price action, I'm actually going to look for a sell from here. This is the support, which price actually went below. Have this a support here, continued up, it came back as a support, and then there was a break below. So if price can come back up to this level, that will be a very good place to look for a sell from. But as it is at the moment, based on the fact that this is a dynamic resistance, actually expect a sell. If you didn't sell it here, you still had the chance to sell it here. And if you didn't sell the previous two, there's also this one, which is a good sell place. You still have the chance to sell it when the price gets back to that level. So we move forward. We move to the next chart, USD/JPY. Here. So USD/JPY has been downwards all through from the moment when this happened. The overall trend has been downwards, and we expect price to continue to the lower side. So the previous day's candle, which is this one, was actually a bearish pin bar candle. This one. It's a sign that we are heading downwards, and what it means is that the price is likely heading to the lower side. So the main reason I'm not selling this at the moment is because on the weekly chart we are actually around a weekly support here. It's a very good weekly support that price needs to clearly descend below before you can say that this is a sell. Of this support here, support, this point here, and then we also have this as a support here, and then we also have this as a support here, then we have this as a support, then you also have the next one here as a support, and as it is at the moment we are around just the same place, which is a support. So unless the price goes below this zone, we are still somehow into a buy. So based on price action, we actually expect a buy, but based on the indicator, which is trend indicator, this one, we're actually looking for a sell. So as much as there's a sell, we're also seeing the possibility that the price may bounce off of this zone here. So the best to do, either wait for price to break below so that you can pick a sell, or wait for a bounce from this level so that you can buy it to the upper side. We move forward to SP500. So we have SP500 here already. We're going to load it. SP500 has been a buy so far from when this happened. A buy from this point here. Price has been actively to the upper side. So this is still upwards. We expect, as long as this price does not go below this indicator, this is a very good dynamic support. We actually expect it to proceed to the upper side. So as it is at the moment, we recommend you look for a buy order. Already I have a buy order, as you can see. Expect that buy to push price up to this level. The 4 hours, actually the best place to take profits is here, which means this should go up to that level. So look for a buy, whether you're using the indicator or not. You still have the same place being as a support, the same place where we are looking for a buy based on the indicator, the same place where we're looking for a buy based on price action. So I recommend you look for a buy on this one. Look for a buy and expect that buy to push price up to the level which I've mentioned is here. So pick a buy order, have your stop loss, then your take profit needs to be here. Move forward to the next chart. That should be Brent oil. Brent oil is here. So far Brent oil has been downwards. As you can see, we have price moving downwards from when this happened. Price has been actively to the lower side. As you can see, this was a sell from when this happened. We actually took a sell, took another sell there, took another sell there, also took another sell when this one happened. This was yesterday. We took this as a sell. So far the price has been our way. If I'm to add maybe another indicator, you can see that all these arrows actually signal that places where we sold from. We sold there, still took a sell there, also took a sell there, also took a sell when this happened. So if you didn't sell it while we were doing that, you still have the chance to sell it, but only when the price is below this level. You have the chance to sell it, but only when the price is below this level. So we basically want price to clearly descend below 659.149 so that you can pick a sell even further to the lower side. This is what you expect to happen. Price should proceed down, trace back slightly to the same level so that we can pick a sell the lowest risk possible. So basically, if you didn't sell it, as I'm saying, if you didn't sell it, based on what we said previously, you still have the chance to sell it, but price needs to retrace back to the same level before you can pick a sell. So we'll move forward to our next chart. That should be gold. Gold is here. Gold is there. So far gold has been upwards. As you can see, from when this happened, we've been upwards actively to the upper side. We started looking for a buy from this moment here. We took a buy, also took a buy. We are still holding on to that buy position. So we expect price to move even higher. On the forwards, we still expect price to be continuing to the upper side, but on the weekly chart, we actually have a resistance that price needs to either break above clearly or bounce off something like this. So Price needs to bounce off of this resistance, or it should break above it so that you can look for a buy even higher. So as it is on gold, the possibility the price is heading upwards, but the correct place to confirm that we are indeed upwards is if price can go beyond 1367.65. that is the entire zone. Price must clearly break above it properly so that you can look for that trade. Unless price is above this level, above 1367.65, I don't recommend you do. Instead, you should look for a sell. I'm trying to avoid the case where I begin to guess that the price may break above. If price has not broken above a level, you don't say that the price will break above. Price has to break and close above. That's when you say that the level is broken. So as it is, that's just a good resistance, and it's still a good sell place as long as the price remains below it. So that should bring us to the end, and I want to request that if you are listening to this on YouTube, you're listening to this forecast on YouTube, then you can leave a comment. Yes, on the right hand side of your screen, there's an option where you have the chance to leave a comment and leave your opinion on whatever I'm saying. You can like this video, you can say anything, you can leave maybe a comment on the chat later, but it's better if you leave them here. And if you want me to talk about any symbol that other than the six which I've talked about, you can still tell me so that I talk about. So previously somebody actually asked me to talk about this. I've been talking about it so far. It's really good that he mentioned it because it actually gave us the chance to trade correctly. So we started buying from when this happened. Started buying from this moment. Yeah, we started buying there. We still bought it here. We still bought it there. And we still bought it when this happened. So if somebody bought it here, they had the chance to remain just in that position without taking any other trade. But if you got out, maybe you got out when the trend indicator disappeared here, you still had the chance to sell it, buy it immediately, and you still had the chance to buy it again. Buy it as long as it is green. We are still actively upward. So somebody asked me about this symbol here previously. That's why I'm talking about it. It's better if you can keep asking such questions. It's really good because we are able to look at many other symbols at the same time. So thank you very much. See you again tomorrow at the same time.